No, okay. I want to thank you for inviting me over to Little Louise's birthday.
Okay.
But what the fuck is up with everybody? Like, I go over there, I'm being attacked, Louis.
Yo, Chris, I'm gonna tell you what. It might be that little comment that all South Americans, south of Texas,
South of Texas.
are being grouped together in Mexico. Chris, that's offensive. Not
Oh,
that there's
wait.
anything wrong with being Mexican.
No, of course not.
But everybody takes pride in their heritage and their culture.
See, but this is where and I'm gonna clear it up next time. You're gonna
clear it up.
I'm gonna clear it up.
Just make sure you're far away from me.
Look,
Because
no,
Chris, the machetes will come out.
No, but you know what it is, Lou? In the eyes of God, we're all brothers. So if I say everything is the same after a certain border, then everything's the same. I don't mean it in a bad way. I mean it like in a brotherly way.
So why don't you group Puerto Rico in that?
Because Puerto Rico is not south of Texas. Now, it's funny you say that. When I was young, I used to get upset when they used to come to the you Dominican? I used to get upset.
Why?
Exactly. Now that I'm older, I'm like, come on, man. Puerto Rico, Santo Domingo, and Cuba, you can't tell us apart until we speak. So why would that bother me? That's my point. So when I say south of the border, my comments is, first of all, it's because in the eyes of God, we all won. Okay, that's what I'm saying.
No, I'm saying.
But I don't like, every time I go to one of your family gatherings, I feel attacked.
Who attacked you this time?
Our first contestant's wife.
Ooh.
She looked at me and she said, "Hey, stop making fun of my husband. He's not Mexican." I'm like, whoa. I didn't mean it that way. And look, either you set them straight or I'm gonna have to.
You know what, Chris? I'm not getting involved in that.
But you
know
should.
what? Let's move on.
Let's move on.
Speaking of the first contestant.
Wait, what
could?
We get into that.
Good positive feedback, man. Good positive feedback. Yeah. I actually got somebody else today that hit me up. He wants to display his comedic skills or
routine or whatever.
Yeah, a little thing. So that should be interesting. We should definitely see him later on today.
Yeah, but I like that we got good positive. Before we get started, we gotta start this in the right way.
No, I thought today would start a little different. So now that we have Sunset Has Talent, a lot of people are like shooting videos over to me, audios and stuff like that. But it's grown. I got cats from the Bronx hitting me up. They're like, "Yo, can we go on?" So this is one cat that I know from work. He's really good. I said, "Listen, I will play your music, but the contestants had to have lived in Sunset or currently live in Sunset."
Exactly, because Sunset's got talent.
But anybody's welcome to send us their stuff and we'll play it.
You know what? No, you know what, Lou? I think I want to open it up.
You want to open it up?
I want to open it up.
So,
cause what if? Listen, I'm proud to be from Sunset Park, but what if Sunset doesn't come with it?
Well, Chris, don't say that.
What if it doesn't come with it?
Don't say that.
So I need my platform to be open for everybody. So if your BX dude wants to open it up, Lou, let's.
I was thinking that too, but I wanted to talk to you first. But let's hear what my man Pierre has to say.
Pierre.
This is Pierre from the Boogie Down Bronx.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. We've been together for a minute. What we have is real delicious. I haven't been the same since you gave me the 10 digits. Some people say I'm tripping, others think that I am missing. The X is very livid. Wanna get up in my business. You got to come with it, get it, get on with it. For your love, sky's the limit. Got my heart popping with it. Oops, I'm in my feelings. Seeing is believing. Don't wake me if I'm dreaming. Cause baby, you're the real thing. The real thing, the real thing, the real thing. Yeah. I know that we fight and we fuss, but with what you're giving us, and no one can compare to the person that I've got right here. I know that we fight and no one fuss, but with what you're giving us. was more than mine.
Whoa.
Yo.
Whoa.
No, but you know what? It's not fair though because
What do you mean it's not fair?
this is polished. It's in the studio.
That's not my. Listen, you come to the brief shooters, you gotta come correct. This dude came correct.
Yeah, no, but he had it in the bag already. He's actually shopping. He's shopping that.
That's a
what
little.
it-
That's
But
a little.
that's just to let you guys know where we're
A
at
little snippet.
in terms of
We're not gonna submit this guy just now. I want to hear another song. Maybe hit him up. Let him do live.
yeah, to do live would be better
More equal.
measuring.
Just because Lou wants to be fair.
Yeah.
If it's up to me, I like to apply the pressure.
Because I don't know if he was messing with auto tunes in
I
the studio.
believe
I
in-
want to hear natural.
All right, natural. Hey, I'm with you. But I believe in my sunset people.
Definitely.
And even though the dude sounds amazing, I think we have a couple of singers and we got talent here.
Yo, you might have a comedian.
Hold on, comedian. We have a lot of those. We have a lot of those.
You queued up over there?
Not yet. You can't be surprised at me.
Oh,
with shit,
man.
I want to talk about a few other things too.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, but no, it has to be. Okay, here we go. Yes. Woo!
Center on the beat. Howdy.
What's up, everybody?
Woo!
Welcome back to Breeze Shooters, the show that brings you news, sports, poker, and everything in between.
We got the tweeters.
I'm your host, Lou, joined by my very good friend, Chris,
Yes, sir.
and we are back in effect.
Yes.
Yo, streets are talking.
I was looking so much forward to today
Why?
because the feedback that we got from Sunset Got's talent and the people that wanna participate.
It's
And we're
scary, right?
It's scary because a lot of on my side, a lot of it is they're not really from Sunset. So I'm just holding off because I want to give priority to my Sunset
of course,
people.
yeah. Of course.
But when push comes to shove, I'm gonna let the dogs loose.
Yeah, you saw Pierre.
Ooh,
Pierre
Pierre.
came with that fire.
He even got an artist name, Pierre.
So, first, how was your weekend? How's everything?
Weekend was beautiful. Got invited to a very dear friend's son's birthday party.
Wow.
I don't get invited to a lot of those. I had a great time. And it was good. It was good. There was a little tense moment, just for a brief second. But you know me. I brushed it off and let's go. Love is love.
Oh man, yo, I do gotta tell you though. So we're at my house. It's my son's birthday party. So we normally do pictures by the cake, and there's announcements that go out. All right, all the cousins and the young kids in the picture, and it's like 1,000 cousins. So they all go, and we're focusing the cameras. But we notice in the back, there's this fucking 40-something-year-old man trying to fit in. And the kids are like, he's not our cousin. There's fucking Chris's ass in the back. They're outed him. I'm going to put that up on Facebook so you guys can see.
I said, I'm the second cousin from the third middle Texas.
It was funny, Tanya's face. She's like, this mother's always embarrassing me.
I try to get into, but see, I picked my spots. I was gonna get into the Titi picture, but I said no. There's too many wild people there, and I already had a brush in with one. The other one tried to ruin my relationship.
Oh my God!
The Titis this past Sunday were really going at me.
Yeah, listen. What was it? They had the mimosas in the system. Shit could get crazy.
Talking about. I want to ask you a question.
Go ahead,
And and you don't have to answer because I know I'm throwing this out of left field. How do you feel? And how do you feel hosting?
It can be a lot of work.
Is it a little bit because in whenever I don't host much, but I've hosted maybe twice, and I get frazzled.
No, so...
And I wanted to ask you that.
Well, this is the thing. When you host, First of all, I think in order to be a good host, you gotta be mindful of everybody. You gotta understand everybody that's in your group. You gotta understand those that are comfortable in certain situations, others that are shy. So you make everybody try to feel welcome. So the key for me is to hosting is to make sure you do your rounds. You go around, you check up on everybody, you make sure they feel comfortable. You make sure that you get my goal is everybody always has a drink in hand. And if it gets halfway, like how you doing, you're right, you're hungry, this and that. And you just it's a look by the end of it, Chris, you're exhausted. So generally when me and my wife do something, the next day is usually a day off just to recover because people don't see that. They just think you're having fun, but you're going back and forth.
That's where I'm going. By the way, you and your wife are great hosts, but I find it, and it's funny because I thought it was only me, and mind you, I don't, and this is wherever. I find it like stressful.
Yeah, it really is.
I find it like I gotta, okay, making sure everybody has a drink, and that's like, part of the norm, and you want everybody to be comfortable. But then, okay, these kids are jumping over there.
That you just hit the key word. That when you have kids into the element, it's extra complicated because they don't understand. Hey, you're not supposed to be jumping. And the thing is, it really comes in with the parents too. The parents really got to be mindful of the kids.
Yes.
But some parents, when they go into an event, it's like, all right, I'm going to go and enjoy myself. I'm going to have my drink. So now you're managing their kids, and it's like, there's always that fine line.
Comfortable situation.
And so, the good thing is I have 3 good kids. So I tell them, I say, hey, this area's closed off. Make sure you stay downstairs. Yes. But even with that, they lose themselves too because they're having fun
too.
But it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work.
The reason why I bring it up is because, like I said, I get stressed out, and and my space is not even close to your space. But I remember when I used to go with my mother somewhere. You sit down there and you don't go into anybody's bedroom, and there was rules, and basically the kids were hanging out where the grown-ups were at. Yeah. You understand?
It's easier to host in the summer though if you have like a backyard and you can just throw everybody in the backyard. Yeah, the only bad thing is just that they track stuff in and out of your bathroom. Yeah. So if you have a good situation with
you don't have a bathroom on the outside?
No.
I thought you did. Yeah, I thought you did. I'm sorry, I thought you did. I didn't say
that's a water hose. You just
okay. No, and I'm gonna tell you why. I'll tell you why. I was thinking about this while I'm in your house. This is how fucked up my head is. I'm over here. I'm thinking I'm different. I'm strange. I'm weird because I get.
You are. Don't worry about it.
I get I get stressed out when I gotta attend to people and this and that and especially if it's in my house in Puerto Rico, I'm like, I gotta make sure that everything is good, the bathrooms are good, or whatever. So I go into your guest bathroom, I guess, the one downstairs.
By Louis,
So I go into the bathroom, right? Which I might pattern my bathroom in Puerto Rico like yours. I like the setup. So I go and I'm taking a leak, and as I'm taking a leak, I look at the bathroom sink, and there was like a piece of faucet or something.
Oh no, that was the toilet, the toilet paper holder.
No, really?
The silver thing?
Yeah.
That had came off. Yeah. Somebody just put it on the counter.
Oh, it came off.
Yeah.
So then this is all good, because I'm over here. I'm like, that looks like I must have been really fucked up because I saw a faucet, and then I look at the sink. I wonder if the faucet is there. I didn't touch it. I didn't touch it because I didn't want my fingerprints on it.
No, we have a camera in that bathroom.
And I'm like, oh man, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, no.
This is the shit why I can't host. Motherfuckers is breaking my house. It ain't even my house.
No, trust me, it's like, I remember in one instance, I'm going back and forth, and I noticed that the kids were tracking fucking dirt in the house because they were playing man. And I'm like, motherfucker. But, again, you don't want to make your guests
This
feel
was-
uncomfortable. So I'm trying to clean it up in the background, and I'm trying to find the kids with the sneakers. So I'm like, you
Yeah,
come over,
exactly.
take off your sneakers.
Exactly.
You're gonna play outside, whatever.
Yeah.
But it's
I
a good territory.
I didn't want to put you in the spot, but I was just because I get all bent out of shape, bro. I really like my girl tells me, my girl loves hosting. She loves hosting. And I said, you know what? I'm gonna ask Lou, how is it either after everything is done or the day after? How is it? And you just answered me perfectly. We take a day off, Chris. It's gonna be, us relaxing or whatever. Cause Lou, I get stressed. I don't enjoy my I can see you and I can see you. You take little spurts and you interact and I see that you enjoy yourself. I guess because you've been doing it a lot more than I have. But I can't enjoy myself. I gotta make sure everybody has food and this and that, this and that. That's another thing also.
But I'm also fortunate too. My in-laws, Teresa, my mother-in-law, she's phenomenal, and she loves doing that. She loves cooking for people. And so as soon as you come in, what are you going to eat?
Yeah.
This and that. So the food aspect, that's always taken care of. My thing is more governing everything that's going on the outside.
Exactly.
Because it's funny, but we had a situation, right? Me and you're looking at me like I'm crazy. You put the freaking beer bottle on the table, and what do? I go to the bottom, I take out a coaster. I say, no, Chris, put it on the coaster.
Oh, okay.
And then next thing I know, you're putting all the coasters in your pocket. You're like, yo, I'm taking these shit, and look at these motherfuckers. You gotta get that. That's not your boy.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't think so. But they shouldn't be knocking at the door. I don't know. We're in the studio.
Gotcha.
Security.
Tanya!
Handle that.
So
Go ahead. I gotta do something real quick. Go ahead.
all right, no problem. So with that being said, I sent you a text regarding Pablo.
Yes.
So did you get a chance to look at it? I hope you did.
I glanced at it a little bit.
Okay. So Pablo Escobar, let me pull up the story real quick. Pablo Escobar's legacy continues in Colombia. They at the moment they have a hippo epidemic, and if you remember the story of Pablo, he was a notorious drug cartel who had a fetish for exotic animals, and during his reign, what he did was he would import all these wild animals to Colombia. And years after his demise, they have a wild they don't have a wild, but they have a large hippo epidemic in Colombia. And the thing is that they're trying to preserve the animals, but it's really expensive in terms of how they're going to control the movement of these animals. One of the things they suggested is probably inserting what do you call that when you insert that in the sharks? Those tags, like
the tags,
the
but
tag,
it got out of
but it's a
control
lot of
like
money.
that?
Yeah, it got out of control like that. Because he did when Pablo was there. Pablo didn't have one or two hippos. I think he had a nice little flock.
Exactly.
So over time, and remember, Pablo's been gone probably 10 years, maybe
more than 10 years.
more early 2000s, right?
No, Pablo got like in the 90s, no?
Was it?
I believe so.
So you figure close to 20 years of these hippos just, whatever. And so now they have a huge epidemic, and the news reporters are out there. They're like, so how are you guys going to handle this? Do you want to kill them? And the thing is that the people don't want to kill them. They like the hippos there. However, Colombia wasn't built for that. It's just not open land like that. So what you have now is you have a lot of incidents where the hippos are going into town for food.
The hippos could be dangerous.
Yeah, super dangerous. If you get a bunch of them just running down the road, they'll trample you. They'll kill you. But because they're looking for food now.
No, okay.
So you understand? They're leaving the water. They go and they're looking for food because
The water.
Yeah.
But you know what's funny? What's crazy about that is I saw a documentary about the hippos are nasty. They're real aggressive. Real aggressive. It's a female.
Mm-hmm.
Real aggressive hippos in Africa, or is that?
And that's where they got them from, Africa.
Yeah, so they might be dangerous. Like I've seen them. It's funny you say that. Not as big, not nearly as big as the hippo, but the coqui, the coqui of Puerto Rico.
Yeah, you had mentioned that.
I was told, I always believed that the coqui, which is a small frog in
That's
Puerto
what it is.
Rico.
It's a frog, right?
Yeah, can only survive in Puerto Rico. So what happens? They take them. They do some type of experiment to try to get them to Hawaii, and they got after the lab, after getting in the lab or whatever, they got acclimated to Hawaii, and they multiplied millions. They were driving the Hawaiians crazy.
Dude, that's a loud little frog.
It's good.
Yeah.
Most beautiful sound you're ever gonna hear, but the Hawaiians didn't think so.
Yeah.
But the hippo story that you brought up reminded me of that, because they get out of control. People don't understand. They get out of control.
But it was what made the news story so funny. It was like, yo, we thought we were done with Pablo. His legacy is still, it's like, I think the guy's more relevant now than when he was around before. Because, you have the series that's quite popular.
Yeah.
You have so many things now, and it's like, his legacy won't die off, and that's what the guy was getting at. His old, was it the finca or was it a ranch? The one with the airplane? They converted that into a zoo. And that's where most of the animals, people go to visit the animals.
Really?
They converted that to a zoo. They try to keep the hippos there, but what happens is they kind of go out. So they're having a situation where they can't control them. That's part of the problem. So, Chris, Aaron Hernandez, did you get to see that documentary?
No, I did not. That one I didn't
Chris,
see.
phenomenal documentary. Phenomenal documentary. They did a great job covering his life.
I did see that his lawyer said that he didn't kill himself because of his sexuality. So I'm guessing that the documentary has to do with his, because I heard rumors.
So this is the thing. They said, I don't want to, spoiler alert. If you haven't seen it, please. I'm not going to give too much. So one of the things that came out, they said that he was sexually molested. Aaron Hernandez never came out and said it, but however, his brother confirmed it. He goes, he was definitely said. Perfect! So, Aaron Hernandez comes from a strong. Okay. Aaron Hernandez, thank you. We got the what you call it, the foolproof sound protection.
Yeah, sound protection. Yes.
So Aaron Hernandez, he came from a strong household where his dad was like a man's man.
Okay.
Like well respected in the neighborhood. They call him the king.
He was Puerto Rican too, right?
Puerto Rican. His dad, first generation to come over here from Puerto Rico.
Really?
And then Aaron, so what happened was he was a no nonsense type of guy. And so Aaron, when he was a very young kid, he had a lot of questions and stuff like that about sexuality. And his dad wasn't entertaining that. He goes, no, you're a boy. Boy goes with girl. That's it.
Really?
And he had that strong personality.
That came out in the thing?
That came out in the thing. So what they're trying to paint the picture is that, maybe because of those limits that were set on him from an early age, it kind of made him struggle with his identity. But this is the thing, though. And then somebody came out and said that they had relations with him, but this is after his demise. How true is that?
Yeah. So
there's certain things like how true is that? The guy was always in a nightclub. He was always chasing girls. I don't know if it was just, a front.
Appearance, yeah.
Yeah, it was front. He had a beautiful girlfriend from high school that he ended up having a kid with her. But I think, he kind of took his life more so because of the contract. Because at that particular prison where he was at, they had, there was a priest that was there many years ago. And he committed suicide. And he was like a notorious priest in Boston. And I think what came about from him was, since he killed himself, he was never a convicted inmate. There's a rule that you have to serve out your sentence in order to be a convicted inmate. So Aaron Hernandez wasn't a convicted criminal because he died in prison. So you understand? Therefore, the contract is still in place.
Oh, that's awesome.
And that's captured in the letters that he sends to his wife right before he leaves. He goes, you're going to be really rich. And then he puts laugh out loud or whatever. Because he knew what he was doing, already heard. But then they go on to say in the documentary that if New England wants to be a prick, if they want to be pricks, they'll tie that up in court forever. She won't get a penny.
Yeah, exactly.
Because they already have lawyers on staff, so it won't cost them anything.
Yeah, they got them on.
But I think the right thing to do is pay it out. That's if what's his name about the owner?
Robert Kraft.
He seems like a good dude, and he actually went to the trial.
Oh yeah.
He had to go. He was present at the trial.
I saw him. He was involved with Meek Mill also. Like he.
He went to. Yeah. He
just reminded me something about since you mentioned the priest.
Please don't.
You mentioned the priest. And reminded me of a funny story. You know, of course, you know, from serious to a little humor at my expense, because at the end of the day, this is you know, like Kevin Hart said, you're laughing at my pain.
There you go.
But for us New Yorkers, Brooklyn people, Staten Island, of course, there's a huge boulevard, very big boulevard in Staten Island. It's called Father Capodanno Boulevard, right?
Mm-hmm.
So my mother-in-law is very, very Catholic. And
how Catholic, Chris?
She's so Catholic. So this was at the beginning of my relationship, so I wanted to be cool. You know, I was baptized by the Catholic people, but I don't know. I haven't been to church in so long.
How long?
It's you know, you're asking a lot of questions. It could easily be over 30.
No, it hasn't been that long.
Catholic, yeah.
You went to one of the baptisms. I think I saw you in the picture. One of
one of my kids. Yeah, but that wasn't Catholic. Does that count if I just go into church?
It's church. It doesn't have to be a Catholic church. A church is a church.
All right, so yeah, it's about 20
God
years.
damn, it's still that long.
Yeah, sometimes let me take it back. You know what?
No, stay with your story.
I'm lying.
I know you because I saw a picture of you.
No, you did not see a picture of me in church. Please stop it.
No, not in church. It was an event that has to do with church. So I'm assuming you might have been there.
No, I'm in a lot of those. From the outside, I sell tickets and stuff. I sell rosaries. I sell, a lot of stuff. I guess that can be sold.
What do you call those churros? You sell churros outside?
Churros in the close.
Put these bad boys together. So you wanted to get a good when you along?
Yeah, but no, I actually stepped into church twice in the last 4 years. I went to St. Patrick's Cathedral. I've never been inside.
Oh, nice.
I went inside.
It's funny. I just did that like 2 or 3 years ago.
Never
did it before. Really nice church.
Beautiful.
I was blown away. I was like, damn.
I got upset because the guy told me to take off your hat, and I'm like, what?
Really?
No, yeah, he told me to take off my hat.
He didn't know it matched your Jordans?
It's just I said, wait, I'm over here, really? On Martin Luther King Day?
What's next? You want me to take off my do-rag too?
And I went to, most recently, about 3 years ago, I went to that church. You know where we used to play basketball at? That church.
Most Precious Blood?
No, Most Precious Blood? No,
That's the Coney Island.
No, the one right here on 65th Street.
OPH.
No.
On 4th Avenue?
No, that's 60th. That's 60th Street. 65th and all the 65th and 12th and 12th Avenue. 65th Street and 12th Avenue. I forget the fucking name of it. But I went to that church. But going back to my story. So,
Regina Palace.
Regina
Palace. I used to play for them when I was a kid. That's why I remember
You're
them.
a good Christian.
No, I wouldn't say that. I just played for them.
So my mother-in-law is very Catholic. So they have a beautiful Christmas tradition.
Oh, the family.
Yeah,
yes.
The family has a beautiful Christmas tradition. Every Christmas morning there's a big breakfast and they open gifts. It's beautiful. I was never part of something like that. In my house and in my day, you would open your gifts at 12 o'clock.
In the evening, yeah.
12 o'clock midnight, the 24th, you would open your gifts and stuff. There was never waking up to open gifts. So I thought, big breakfast and it was beautiful. So she starts talking, right? And she's so Catholic, she sings "Happy Birthday" to Jesus.
Wow.
And Jesus' birthday.
Wow.
First time I ever saw that too.
Wow.
So I'm shell shocked. So she starts talking. I'm like, damn,
That's step up my game.
Step up my game because I want to fit in. I want to be, I want to be one of the good guys. So I tell her that maybe she knows my priest.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. I'm trying. She goes, no, he's from Staten. I don't know. Yeah, I didn't know, and I didn't do my homework. Normally, I would do my homework. But
you figure he's from Staten Island. And then the boulevard from.
So he has to be good. He has to be like that. I want it. When you shoot loose, shoot high. You shoot high. So the thing is, I tell her, I got baptized by Father Capodanno.
Oh my God! No, you didn't. No,
He goes, really, Chris? I said, yeah. Do you know him? No, but he sounds familiar.
And you went with
I
it?
said, of course, Lord. I couldn't stop. But then my girl's looking at me. Now my girl knows I'm an asshole. And my girl goes, Chris, stop it. And I'm like, babe, this is good brownie points. Let me live. She goes at her mom and she tells her mom, no. Father Capodanno is I don't even think he's alive anymore. There was a boulevard named for him in Staten Island. But I think that he was like a priest for World War II or something.
I'll tell you. His name was Vincent Roberto Capodanno. He was a Roman Catholic priest and Mary Canole missioner who was killed in action while serving as a United States Navy chaplain assigned to a Marine Corps infantry unit during the Vietnam War. And he died 1967 in Vietnam. And he was buried at St. Peter's Cemetery in New York. I believe he's from, he's a Staten Island guy. He went to Fordham University, Curtis High School in Staten Island. Yeah.
That was close.
1967. So
I wasn't born yet.
Yeah, exactly. So in spirit, he was your priest.
I missed him that much. But it was hilarious.
I can imagine. Did she get upset?
I don't know if she did. I haven't been invited since.
Yeah, and that was what, 2 years ago? So, Chris, what do you thought about the football games over the weekend? Some good games, or?
They were good. A little disappointed in San Francisco, Green Bay.
Yeah.
I'm an Aaron Rodgers fan. I wanted Aaron to come through with it, but I think San Francisco is a very well balanced team.
They're a lot better than I thought.
Yeah, me too. They got me.
That defense is good. They're tough. What they do? They use 4, right, on a line.
Yeah, that's how they start off. They switch it up a lot, but that's what they do with the 4.
And Garoppolo, what's his name?
Garoppolo.
He's a real good quarterback. I think he's gonna be nice.
This is why Belichick wanted to stay with him.
No.
And then Brady.
They said Brady forced his arm. Yeah.
What was I gonna tell you?
Who do you think's gonna win the Super Bowl? Any thoughts on that yet?
San Francisco versus KC. It's gonna be a good one, I think.
I think KC got him though.
I hope KC wins, but because
Kelsey and what's his name? Holmes.
Yeah, that tight end is real good.
Yeah.
Real good.
And then they got that other wide receiver that's really good for KC. I forget his name.
Johnson.
You're such a fucking man. Moving on along. There goes our football recap.
Where you watching the Super Bowl at?
I don't know. I'm usually last minute with that. One or two things happen. Jeanette, Washington's wife, it's Gio's birthday, but they're going away though. I think they're going to.
Yo, I saw Gio.
He's a grown ass man. He's
21,
22.
Gio's a spitting image of fucking Washington.
You think so? No.
I believe so, man. Like,
you think so in the face? He looks different. But he's like his dad, though. He's a hustler.
Oh, yeah? That's good. He fucked up. He had a Mets jersey on, but, we all can't be perfect.
Yeah, I heard you guys kill him.
Oh, no, Mike doesn't take care of his
He doesn't take care
of his compadres.
No, he doesn't.
Yo, he goes after them hard.
Yeah.
And then I'm over here, I'm like, all right. Somebody's doing dirty work for me. I'll let him be.
Chris, I think it's time for a good laugh. So, on the line today, ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce contestant number 2.
Number 2A.
Gerson. Or Garson.
Gerson.
He is he's the first baseman for the losing soccer team.
We call him Sal Fasano.
we have an annual game that we play with these with the soccer players. It's the basketball players versus the soccer players, and it's a good tradition that we have. We always play softball at least once or twice a year. We haven't played like in the last 2 years, has it been?
Yeah, but we're gonna start it up.
We're gonna start it up
this summer.
Yeah, in the memory of Alex. We want to keep it going.
Exactly.
But anyway, we used to have some epic battles, and this guy right here that is about to tell you some jokes. No matter how close the play was, the guy was always out.
Yes.
You remember that?
Yes.
I remember one time the guy ran through the bag, the ball hits, he's out! And he will argue it to the death. That's why I said, yeah, this guy's either blind or deaf. He's one of the two.
Oh my God, I miss those games too. Because the thing is, the soccer players play soccer, and then
Chris, how come it's not coming over?
I don't know. Did you use this or you?
No, I used this.
That's weird. All right, so you know what? Hold on. Let me call him. Tell him I'm
Hey, Gerson, hold on 1 second, buddy. Hold on 1 second. Oh, it switched. All right, let me see. I think I got it. Which one's yours again?
HT.
Hold on.
What a Bluetooth HT.
It's connected.
Yeah. Go ahead.
So I don't think it works.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
All right.
That's weird. You know what? Tell him I'm gonna call him.
Gerson, Chris is gonna call you right now. Stay on your phone.
Give me his number.
Should I say it for everybody to hear?
Ready, Lou?
You can't see that?
Right now, I'm just going with blurred lines.
Why don't you wear the glasses for people to see? Gerson
Our next contestant,
is, they call him Soapy.
he's from Chile or something? Peru?
You know what? I think he's Guatemalan.
Guatemala, yes, Guatemala. So he's tall for Guatemala.
He is tall. You know, he used to play basketball with me back in the days.
That I don't
I
know.
told the guy to stay by his phone.
Yeah, no, he probably doesn't. He sees.
Hello.
Yo! What's up, Soapy? Welcome to Pre-Shooter, Soapy.
What is up?
Yo, you're on Sunset Has Talent.
Sunset's got talent. I keep
Sunset
it
got
hood.
talent. And you told me that you wanted to come in as a comedian.
What is it you want to do, Gerson? Talk to us.
The floor is all yours, buddy.
I just have some few jokes for you.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Make people smile,
And that's what counts, man. I'm pretty sure you're gonna make her smile.
Go ahead, brother. It's all yours. Begin.
Yeah, you guys. Can I give my material ready? God, you got me off guard here a little bit.
Hey, Gerson, this
You
is.
give me like 2 minutes. I'm serious. You give me like 2 minutes, please. I promise
You know what?
Ready.
All right, we'll give
Wait.
you 2 minutes. We'll give you 2
You give me
minutes.
2 minutes or 10 minutes?
Please, 2 minutes. Call me back. All right.
Actually, you call me.
I'm finishing on work here. Once I'm done in there.
Okay.
Okay.
You call me when you're
All
ready.
right, 2 minutes.
Gerson, you got to make it quick, though, all right? We're wrapping up the show.
All right. 2 minutes. Yeah,
All right.
it's gonna be nice.
All right.
All right. 2 minutes.
Look at this guy.
I'm just trying to.
We're giving him a shot, and he's fucking
He
asking for
can't
time.
get off the off ramp with bag of oranges for 1 second and do
See,
his
Chris,
thing.
that's where you lose people.
What?
That bag of orange reference. It's so dated. First of all,
Wait. I commend people like that are working. They're out there working. You know how cold it is outside today?
Yo, it is
Those
fucking-
are the hard
yo,
workers.
It is fucking cold.
Yeah,
I'm gonna give
you
you
know,
that.
I don't. You're the. You know why, Lou? You know why your listeners see me differently? It's because of you. Because every time I say something, oh, Chris, why would you say that? No, and it's coming from a nice place, from a sympathetic place, from an empathetic place.
Oh, easy there, bro.
No, I get upset.
We are the Daring Podcast.
Oh
episode
my God.
5.
Listen,
This one's called How I Use Online Hate to Fuel My Fire.
what the fuck is
This
this?
is the podcast for the mums,
Sexy.
the lovers, the mumpers, and you.
That woman just reminded me of something.
Go ahead. You had something else there that you wanted to talk to me about.
Yes.
You said you wanted to talk about some whatchamacallit.
Hello and welcome to We Are the Daring Podcast, episode 5.
You said you wanted to talk to me about poker because I had told you how I cleaned house over at a tournament I went to.
Congratulations, by the way. You know, you should be cleaning up on donkeys every fucking time.
Chris,
For
what?
you is one
Well,
side.
how come every time I win their donkeys? How come they can't be good poker players?
Because Lou,
By the way, shout out Joe the dealer.
Joe
the-
was there?
Joe the dealer.
Joe was there.
Joe was there.
And you want to question why I call people
No,
donkeys?
Joe's official. He's a freaking.
No, he knows how to distribute the chips. Yeah.
Chris, my mama always said if you could beat a dealer, you could beat anybody. Oh man.
So, funny poker story. I guess it's funny now. When I was going through it, wasn't funny. So,
isn't that like most things in life, right?
Yeah, you gotta laugh at
in the moment, though, you know.
So, I had just finished. My father had passed away.
Sorry, R.I.P.
And he left a little bit of a mortgage behind.
Did he really? I thought he was good. I thought everything's up to date.
No, he was up to date, but he was up to date with his mortgage. He wasn't, he still, out of a 30-year mortgage, he had paid eight years.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying.
So, so I said, you know what? You know me. I don't like bills. I don't like.
Knock it out, right?
Let me. So I took everything I had in my poker account, actually, in my savings, my poker savings, and I paid off the house. Paid it off. I don't want to see that monthly bill. Paid it off. It was like 80 something, 80 plus. Stayed in my account. I still was like $3 and 2 and change or 3 and change. That's what I had. That's. I took everything. I said, you know what? Let me knock this out. This is more important. A few weeks go by. I said, you know what? Let me start playing again. Lou. The next 3 or 4 months were the worst months in my poker life.
And you thought it was going to come back easy, right?
Till the day. I was like, this I go in, but I was just getting unlucky. There were times I would go play, Lou, and I would just beg the poker gods, let me just break even. Let me just break even. So, this particular hand, I got pocket kings.
Oof, Cowboys.
Beautiful. Pocket kings. I looked down and I said, time is changing. All right, bang.
How you playing those, Chris? Aggressive?
I go aggressive. Pre-flop, I go aggressive to get all the ace kings out, to get the bullshit hands. You don't want to get clipped with bullshit hands or whatever. So it was a 5-5 game. I opened up with $25, which is four times the blind, 5 times the blind, and I got 2 quarters. I don't know. It is what it is. Boom. Flop came.
These callers, they were donkeys all night, or they were, or you haven't formed an opinion yet?
I've played with one of them. One of them was a real loose guy. I don't want to call him a donkey. He was just loose. Like it was hard for you to put him on a hand. And those types of players, you don't.
Scary.
You don't like to play with those. And then the other one was a disciplined, something like you, very disciplined player. Strict with his hands. So call, flop comes, garbage, rainbow. I'm in heaven. I'm good. Boom, boom, boom. There's about $75, $80 in the pot. Boom. I hit him with 150. I want to pick up the $80. I don't want to. I want the $80. That's how bad it was going for me.
Okay, that's what I say. Because normally you want to bring it up.
Oh, of course.
But since you were running this dry spell,
I just needed to get that first win. You know how they say you're playing basketball, and you miss and you miss and you miss and you want to see one go in. It doesn't matter if it's in the free throw, wherever. As long as you see one go in, shit changes. The universe changes. The universe looks at you different.
What they call it out say? Stop saying sorry.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Just hit the fucking
shot. So, hit him with 120. It was 80 in the pot. I hit him with 120, 140. I think it was 140. Boom, raise 140. I want to pick up the fucking $80, bro. The tight player calls me. The loose player.
That's scary.
There you go. The loose player. Folds. Now at this point, I started off the hand with like $450. I had like $450. Turn comes. also, there was nothing on the board that scared me.
Mm-hmm.
There was no flush draws. There was no straight draws. So I go all in. He calls me. So at this point, I'm putting him on aces. I said, it's one of those coolers, you know.
Mm-hmm.
He snap calls me. River comes. Garbage also. Flips over aces.
You can't lay down that hand.
No, at this point, you know,
Yeah.
it is what it is. So, there's this Chinese dude in front of me, and he sees. I'm, you know me. I'm not. I talk a lot, but I'm not. I don't get mad. I don't get. I just, you know.
Sort of disgust in your
See,
face.
he saw the pain. He saw the pain. He goes, Chris. I go, what? Because the last thing you want to hear after you lose a hand, you don't want to hear. You should have played it. Yeah, you don't want advice. I don't care how good the advice is. You don't want advice. But this advice actually came in handy. It's gonna sound nasty for a minute. For a quick minute, it's gonna sound nasty. So what happens? He goes, Chris, that's a fucking cooler, man. I said, brother, you don't even know. These last 3 months have been horrible for me.
Explain to the people what a cooler is, Chris.
Cooler is the hand that I was just involved. I just explained. I got pocket kings. The person I was playing against had pocket aces. Now, the only hand that could beat a pocket starting off pocket kings is pocket aces. Meanwhile, I'm betting out like I'm the big boss, and what I didn't know is the dude had, you know. So that's a cooler. Cooler is when you run into a hand that's better than yours from the get.
And to put it into perspective, it's only one hand. Keep in mind, poker there's 1,000 hands, but it's just one hand that could beat you. So you're like 99% guaranteed you're gonna win, except for that one hand.
That's the cooler.
Yeah.
So he goes. So he looks at me. He knows I don't want to talk a lot. He knows. And so I tell him, I said, yo, the last 3 months have been, me thinking about it got me rubbing my head. That's how bad it was. I'm getting postpartum depression. I'm getting PTSD. So I'm like, yeah, the last 3 months have been horrible, whatever. He looks at me dead in my eyes, and he goes, Chris, you know what you gotta do? Next time you take a shower, pee on your feet.
He was Asian or Filipino? Chris.
See, why you set me up like that, though? You set me up, and then everything gets scared. And everything. That was a weird vibe, because I don't know what I should answer you.
No, because I thought I heard a Filipino say that before.
I think it might be an Asian thing. And
Yeah,
Filipinos are Asians, no?
Yeah, they're like the Latin Asians.
All right, but they're Asian.
Yeah.
So he was Asian. He was Korean.
Oh, okay.
So he goes, Chris, next time you take a shower, pee on your feet. And I look at him. I think, you know, I'm always fucking with everybody, so I think this motherfucker's fucking with me. So I look at him, I go, what? He goes, believe me, Chris, next time you take a shower, pee on your feet. I said, guys, good playing with you guys. You know, it is. Nice hand, you know, because it was a nice hand. The guy, he didn't suck out on me. It was just a cooler. I come home. I'm sitting in my chair, and I'm like, I'm going to take a shower.
I gotta pee.
I gotta pee on my motherfucking feet. I gotta pee on my feet. And I peed on my feet. And about 2 or 3 weeks later, the poker gods started smiling at me again.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You went on a nice run?
I went. Things went back to normal. And normal to me is, you know, it's good.
Hey, Chris, you want to give this comedian
He
a
was
call?
supposed to call us, but
Nah, yeah, he's the might have forgotten.
freeway busy today. It's rush hour.
Yo, Chris.
There you go.
Chris.
Wow. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good.
Hello.
Yo!
I hope you're ready, man.
Mucho talento.
Hey, talento de Sunset Park! You
Mucho talento.
ready? You ready, Sophie, or what?
Yeah, pero vamos a empezar unos chistes en español, you know,
What?
para all my Spanish-speaking people in Sunday, here we go.
Okay.
Listen,
So,
the floor's all yours.
the floor's
Go
all
ahead,
yours.
Okay, they clean jokes, limpio, no malas palabras.
Well, then I said, whatever jokes you want, you can do it.
So, Sophie, I'm gonna hit an instrumental, After the instrumental, you could begin your set. Ready? Hold on.
We do this
Okay.
professional here.
Go ahead.
Ok, here we go. Una pregunta para todos. ¿Cómo uno hace que un burro sea una burra?
¿Cómo uno hace?
Anyone?
¿Cómo uno? No, nobody knows.
Un burro, para que se haga una burra, lo metes en un cuarto sin ventanas y ni puertas. Hasta que se aburra. ¿Quieres? Burro, aburra. No quiere. Another one.
No.
Listen to this one.
No, I got it.
Doctor.
Got
Listen
it.
to this, no. Escucha, doctor. Si yo soy alérgico al vino, le dice un paciente va donde el doctor y le dice, doctor, yo soy alérgico al vino. Y le dice el doctor, ¿y a qué vino? O no sé, el blanco o el blanco o el rojo. ¿Quiere? You guys need to, your Spanish needs to be better, okay? Or you want them in English better? English?
No, those are actually, no, I guess a punchline, but let's switch it up. Yeah,
Sophie, let's go to
English. Let's go English.
Let's go to English if you have.
All right, English. There you go. The English one. This is the English one. All right. So the father goes into the doctor and goes, doctor, how was the kid that swallowed those 2 coins? The doctor said, oh, not changed yet. No. Okay. And another one. So now that is
This guy's going to the bottom of the list.
is
No,
nearby.
I'm on mute.
The husband goes to the wife and tells her, sweetheart, would you like to spend this weekend alone? She goes, yes, please. He goes, yes, I'll see you on Monday. The last one to close this show.
Close the show.
Close the show.
Dice, esposo mío, dime una palabra con amor. Y le dice el esposo, amortiguador, tengo que arreglar mi amortiguador del carro. That's it, guys. You don't get it. Ya get it.
Hey, Gerson, thank you for joining us, brother.
Sunset has talent! Yeah, Gerson! You hung up on it. He was going to say something.
Hey, thank you for joining us this week for another episode of Breeze Shooters. That's just to show you anybody can participate in this. If you have a passion, if you feel that you do something well, please bring it over here. We have history with Gerson, that's why it was even a little bit more funnier. We hope it translates well. And with that being said, I pass it over to Chris. Oh, don't forget to subscribe on YouTube.
Right there.
You guys.
See the Buddha? Listen to the Buddha. Right there. Just hit the button, man. Come on.
You know what? Let me put things into perspective. We have well into the thousands viewership. However, our subscribership is nowhere near how many views we're getting, which is telling me that you guys are not subscribing. You're watching the content.
You're loving the content.
You're enjoying it. You're coming back. However, you're just not clicking that little button.
Right here.
So what that tells us is that is one of 2 things. Either you're being lazy or you don't understand. That's why me and Chris always point. It's the little red button. You click it one time and you're done.
Subscribe.
And I know you guys are tired of me saying this, but please subscribe. That's the only way we can get love. And there's a lot of things in the near future for us in terms of sponsors and stuff that we're working on. We're trying to get big talent to come our way, and we're in talks with several people, and we're hoping that comes out. But we can only do that with your support. Remember, this is for you, by you. Even though it's a FUBU reference, but it's for the people of Sunset. So it's for you, so support us.
If we win, you win.
Exactly.
We all win.
We can upgrade and then do more things for the people. Chris wants to do a block party in Sunset Park.
And I want to invite everybody.
Everybody.
You guys, you know what you said about Dave Chappelle did it about 6-7 years ago.
Yeah.
That block party he threw in, I don't know if it was Brooklyn or Washington.
And guess what? We're going to have our talent perform.
Exactly.
Dave Chappelle had stars. No. We want the locals from the community to perform.
Block party on me. All you got to do is show up.
Chris,
I got it. Don't worry about it. I got it. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna put it up right now, Lou.
Listen.
I'm gonna put it up right now. No, I'm serious.
Listen.
I'm serious.
Subscribe, and a lot of good things will turn out from this. Trust me.
If we get 500 subscribers.
What, right now?
Well, before the summertime.
No, I gotta be way more than that.
For the summertime, 1,000 subscribers.
Way more than that.
Really?
Yeah. Listen.
3,000 subscribers by July. Black party on me. Only top notch. I don't even want to say what top notch is.
Listen.
On me, black party. If we get to the 3,000 subscribers, we're right there. We just need everybody to subscribe.
Don't capture amnesia. Chris said that shit. Don't come.
If not a black party.
What the hell's going on back there?
Relax. That's we're in the studio. Shit happens.
Yo. It sounds like you got a fucking.
Not a black party. We're gonna do a backyard swimming pool party. I already got the location. Everybody's good. It's a little bit out the way, but it's not out the way. We there.
With that being said, Chris, take it out.
All right, I got a good one because it has to do with
Because
what.
after what you just said.
No, after Gerson.
No, don't do that. Don't go next.
Yo, you can't muzzle me.
No, I can't muzzle you, but trust me, it's for the better.
Doing what you love makes you a step closer to freedom.
Whoa, Jules. Hey, that thing works. That clicking.
Oh man, I'm afraid to check it.
Bye. If you subscribe, then we can fucking click.
Yeah, we can get it. Subscribe. We get a fucking new clicker.